It's a soggy Seattle night, but baseball will be played comfortably underneath the roof of Safeco Field. Tonight we wrap up this 3-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners find themselves on an impressive 9-game winning streak. They'll try to push it into double digits next. Randy Johnson gets the starting nod for the M's. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. He'll get us started in this one under the lights.
Alex Bregman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we are now underway from Seattle as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, you have a chance to win 9 ball games in a row. All you're thinking about, first off, everything's going right. All facets of the game are coming together. Team is playing exceptionally well right now. But your eyes on that double digits. There's very few teams that rattle off a double-digit win streak throughout the course of the year. They have that opportunity today.
Now the 2-0. The count now at 2-1. Johnson is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
And he subtracts there beautifully as this pitch is swung on and missed for the game's first out. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Well, Matt, this goes for both lineups. They know they're dealing with a tough test in a pitcher's park, but they can't let that bother them too bad, or they'll walk out of here a 3-4 game set 0 for 12, 0 for 15. They have to find a way to stay within themselves, line drive approach. One will carry out of here if they get it.
From the stretch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. One out, nobody on. Grounded to third. Scooped up. And that's the second out.
Batting third, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. And he takes ball 1.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Well, D-Row, you better be ready to swing. With Matt Ross behind the dish, big zone.
Yeah, you know coming into this one, you better pull the trigger. If something's close, Matt Ross is going to punch your ticket.
Heading out towards shallow right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
Wow, he must be living right because he gets absolutely jammed. Thought we were going to see the bat splintered, but instead he muscles the ball to right for a double. Might get some heckles from his teammates, but no doubt he'll take it.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He's coming off a 3-hit performance in the loss last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Right over the middle, knee high.
These are the moments you can't relax. You never know when you're going to be able to score a few runs off a great pitcher. Here's the spot right here early. Have to find a way. You're happy with one, but if someone can catch a gap, this game could get out of hand pretty quick.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Altuve stands at second with 2 gone. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Danger averted following the 2-out double. It's back to Seattle right after this. Charlie Morton gets the start for Houston in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, every once in a while you're going to have a clunker, and this guy had one in his last one. Gave up 10 hits in his last start. That's not an easy thing to do, and he certainly hoped to turn things around in this one.
Now batting, Gary Cox. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Gary Cox.
First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a breaking ball. And, fellas, these Astros entering play here tonight. They've been in a serious tailspin of late, winning just once in their previous 10 games.
Yeah, Matt, things haven't gone too well so far in this series, D-Row. They're looking to avoid the sweep here in this one.
Yeah, they got to get off in the early innings. It's going to be monumental if they can push a few runs across and give this pitcher a chance to relax.
Now the 2-0 home. 2-1 now. Ripped down the line, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. 2-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. And the knuckle curve freezes him as he becomes out number 1. And now a quick look at the Mariners starting lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, they have to be very happy so far with the performance they're getting out of that guy in the 8th spot. He had over 100 RBIs last year. That's the goal of every big hitter. If I can drive in 100, that means I had a good year, and I would say he had a pretty good year.
Here's Jarrod Dyson. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Oh and 1, here it comes. Tough one to lay off, called a strike.
0-2 is the count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit on the ground toward the left. Played on the backhand. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single.
Hey, that's a heck of an effort by the shortstop right there to leave his feet and try and make that throw to first base. Got to be frustrated a little bit as a pitcher. You executed your spot.
Well, I tell you what, as soon as you throw one like that, D-Row, you see your shortstop get a glove on it. You're thinking, okay, maybe he has a shot to get him, but that's a long throw after that jump throw. And it's solid infield base hit, but very frustrating as a pitcher.
Standing in now, Michael Lee. He'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-0 home. Misses for the second ball. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 2-0 on the way. Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-1. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Runners on first with one down. Now a throw over to first. A dive, but he's back. Takes this the other way to right. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Up around the face. Runners are at second and third with one down. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Stepping in now, number 30, as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Here's George Springer. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score.
George Springer.
He's set and the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Okay, here's how the Mariners are going to line up defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Striding in for Houston, Miguel Patrick. And it's been a slow start to the year, as you see there. Just barely over the 200 mark here in April. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice challenge pitch right there.
Now the 0-1. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. One and one. Here it comes. Strike two at a pitch that catches the outside corner.
Probably better that he let that pitch go anyway. After seeing a lively fastball on the pitch before, it's pretty hard to sit back enough on a well-thrown changeup.
Bases are empty. One man out. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. As the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. 0-1 pitch on its way. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And there's ball two now. Bases are empty here with two men out. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Here's another 2-2. Slider whipped on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. It remains 1-0. Set to get his evening at the plate started. David Lee batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First offering on its way. Lays off 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Now a flare out toward right center. Altuve ranging into shallow right. One out.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on D. And I want to focus on Jose Altuve. Pound for pound, the best player in big league baseball. A Gold Glove second baseman, he can do it all. 5 tools, the ability to turn a double play with the best of them.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. He's ready for his first at bat of this early season contest. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Over the bullpen and gone. A solo shot for Carlos Ruiz. Home run number 5 on the year, and the Mariners move out in front 2-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Here's Nelson Cruz now.
Nelson Cruz.
And As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. One out, nobody on. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Fouled off. Again, a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Looked like the knuckle curve there, and that's out number 2.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. In prior outings against Charlie Morton, he's got 8 hits in 29 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. It's taken below the zone for a ball.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
Strike called. 2-1.
I got 2 on the count.
2 out, nobody on. He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a ball yanked down the right field line. That gets down, and the inning continues.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
Next for Seattle, Gary Cox. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Favorable call in there for a strike.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-2 is belted, and take a look at this. Deep to right center field, and it's gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year, as the Mariners have opened up a 4-0 lead.
Yeah, and as we take a look at it on replay, you can see this thing was gone from the second it left his bat. A thunderous shot that dang near gave the pitcher a little whiplash. Challenged him with a fastball and lost big time.
Here's Gerard Dyson. As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1. Just got a piece up the line. And with his speed, forget it. It's an infield single.
Well, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful to watch. You know why? Because this is the one tool you can't teach. You can take countless ground balls. You can hit till your hands bleed. But if you got no wheels, newsflash, you got no wheels.
Into the box now, Michael Lee. Grounder down the line at third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Mariners lead it 4-0. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And this is chopped foul at the plate. He's in the hole now, down 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning.
My man on the mound has just got great strikeout stuff working for him these days. Looking back at his last start, he racked up 9 Ks, and now he's looking like he can put up similar numbers in this one.
Next up for the Astros, Brian McCann. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Now the pitch. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Scooped up on the backhand. On to first, and McCann is retired here for route number 2.
For the Astros, third baseman, Alex Bregman.
So striding forward now, Alex Bregman. He was a strikeout victim to open up the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball just a bit up. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Now the 2-0. Finds the zone, strike 1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
The 2-1 home. Hit high and deep to left field. Maybe not, as this stays up in the air long enough to be hauled in out there. False alarm, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. They trail here 4-0. Digging in now for the Mariners, number 3, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down, because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And the Mariners have something going right away. It's a leadoff double.
Just goes to show you, if you're going to throw that two-seam fastball away, which I don't think is the best pitch anyway, you better start that thing out of the zone and let it work its way back to the corner. With this one, it started out on the corner, so it leaked back right over the heart of the plate and got whacked.
Into the box, number 30, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the corner and slicing foul. So 1-1. And it's fouled away.
You see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-2. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
The runner in scoring position with none out. Liner toward right center. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
In now, David Lee. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Springer has a read on it. 2 down.
Up next for Seattle, catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in is the catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
This is the cat and mouse that I love right here. You take the pitcher deep last time up. Now you're 2-0 again. No way he gets a fastball right here.
Hit on the ground to third. Bregman fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the M's 5 and the Astros nothing. Standing in, Curtis Schmidt. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
Curtis Schmidt.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. Popped him up. Number 3 is there. 1 down.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. First pitch on its way. The short hit hard. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a 4-pitch inning as the Astros are retired. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Leading off the Mariners' 4th inning, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here's the first pitch to him.
That's a
Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Line, but speared on a hop. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. Inside and low, 2-1.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Hit hard down the line, and this will stay inside the third base bag. A fair ball. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
The batter, center fielder, Gary Cox.
Ready to take his hacks again, Gary Cox, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 1-0 delivery. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Check swing. No swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
He came out of his shoes on that one, boys. I know he swung and missed it. We felt the breeze from up here, but if he gets that pitch again and catches it a grain low, we got action.
Mariners center fielder now with a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Gerard Dyson will be next. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Springer has a read on it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 6-0 ball game. Ready for another shot now. Gerard Dyson. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We played 4 full. The M's lead it 6-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, George Springer. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Here's a big swing now by Springer, but he was a little early that time as it finds the seats foul. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Looking to fade his first walk. Here it comes. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Into the box now, Miguel Patrick. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. A 1 pitch on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Lee going back on it to the track. He gets to it, and he botched it. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Wow, that thing rocketed to right field. The outfielder got a decent jump on it and made a great leaping try, but he just can't make a play. By the time he tracks it down, it's too late. The triple was pretty much a done deal.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch lifted in the air out to right. Moving under it, Lee. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third, and he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
Next for the Astros, first baseman Yuli Gurriel.
Stepping in, Yuli Gurriel. Bases empty and 2 gone following the sacrifice fly. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Mariners 6 and the Astros 1. Digging in to try it again. Michael Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Michael Lee.
First offering on its way. The breaking ball that time in for a strike.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-2. Locks him up for strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, number 3. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter? knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field.
Outside, 3-0 now. Six runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. 3-1. Good battle. Count remains full. Once again, a 3-2. And he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout, and he's looking to the bullpen here, so it would appear that's all for his starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Will Harris is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Will Harris.
Number 30 will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away. First things first, here's a throw over. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. He's set. Here it comes. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Oh, and a good curveball that time as it's taken for a called strike 3, and there are 2 away.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Standing in now, David Lee, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Has a look, now the pitch. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Runner on first with 2 away. Wisely lays off the cut fastball there. It's 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch is strike 2 swinging. Here's a look over to first. Runner back safely. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Mariners leave 1. They lead it 6-1. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
From the stretch. Takes a knee-high fastball. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Cox ranging back at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Third baseman, number 2, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. A little bouncer, but it gets foul. 0-1. Here's the pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
This is a big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Into the box now, Curtis Schmidt, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. 0-for-2 for him to this point. Here comes the 0-1. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
That's a classic piece of pitching right there. You have to back hitters away from the plate to make them a little bit uncomfortable. Now you can go inside or outside. I like that purpose pitch.
Ready with the 1-1. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Lee is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Astros go down 1-2-3. They trail 6-1. Stepping into the box, Carlos Ruiz. They'll get things started here in the second half of the sixth.
Carlos Ruiz.
First pitch of the at-bat. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Swing and a ground ball to third, but a foul ball, 1-1. The 1-1 misses, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Full count now. 3-2. Following next is Nelson Cruz. He waits on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Up next for Seattle, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Career numbers against Will Harris. He's just 2 for 9. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The bouncer to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They hold on to their 6-1 lead. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th. But before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. His last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
2-0, here it is. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now. Carlos Correa waits on deck. Here it comes, the 3-0. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Carlos Correa. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
You can't allow this offense to get going right here. Leadoff man on doesn't kill us. Let's try and roll a double play right here. Let's execute a good pitch down and away. See if we can get a ground ball and rely on your defense a little bit.
The 1-0 is taken, strike one. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is one pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
He likely had ball 4 that time, but couldn't hold back on the swing, so that moves the count to 3-2 now. Little tapper down the third baseline. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
You know, D'Lo, there's been some great pitching in this one so far. After that knock, that's only the 3rd hit of the game, and we're getting late into this one.
Yeah, they always say you got to tip your hat to the opposition sometimes. Well, I think this offense is tired of tipping its hat. They got to start to swing the bats a little bit better. That's their 3rd knock of the game. I know it's late, but maybe they can get something going.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, when you're in a tough spot right there, that's an excellent job by the pitcher to get ahead 0-1. He has now got this offensive player on the defensive.
Behind 0-2 now. Altuve over at second. Correa at first with no outs. And this is swung on and missed, and boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Trying to pick things up where we left off, Miguel Patrick. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. And that slider's almost in the dirt. First and second now, one man out. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Off the second is Altuve. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball. 1-0. Cabrera stands at an even 6 feet tall, a right-handed batter and thrower. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Some guys only get to free agency one time in their career. This guy has a chance to get there for a second time and in the prime of his career. Is he able to handle the pressure as he plays out this final season?
1-1. Here it is. A fastball right over the outside corner.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Ball and 2 strikes to Cabrera. High and deep down the left field line. Dyson sprinting after it, and they can't run it down. Out in front as he grounds this one to short, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. 2 left for the Astros. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1.
Your attention, please.
Call to the bullpen now as Luke Gregerson will take over here on the mound.
Gregerson.
So back to the top of the Seattle lineup, digging in, Gary Cox earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
Not your normal put-away pitch. A 2-strike fastball down in the zone, but he was able to get wood on it and foul it away.
Ready with another 0-2. And that one just missed outside.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
The 2-2. He spoils another one and will do it again.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making this pitcher grind for everything.
2-2 pitch just missed. Payoff pitch one more time. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left. His second home run of the game as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Oh, and that was really close to a long out. The left fielder had a beat on it, and he gave it a great effort, but he couldn't quite bring it back. Instead, it's a trip around the bases.
Here's Gerard Dyson.
Gerard Dyson.
He'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. That's through a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game.
Hey, Dero, not a bad night. 3 singles, but hey, you'll take 3 for 4 every day of the week.
Yeah, in today's day and age, Dan, where everything's a homer, a walk, or a strikeout, it's refreshing to see this guy throw out 3 base hits.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And he'll get back in standing. Into the box, Michael Lee, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 bends into the zone for a strike. Throw over to first, and he's back easily. The 1-1. Hit out towards second. Altuve to his right. He has it on to first. A double play.
The batter.
That's not the guy you're going to see doubled off very often, so that was a quick turn at second base. Good transfer and a strong throw.
In now, number 3. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And this is high, a ball and a strike. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. But the Mariners add to their lead thanks to the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Mariners 7 and the Astros 1. Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
0-1 count and the pitch. A ball and a strike. And double-barreled action now in the Mariner bullpen as both a left-hander and a right-hander start to throw. Gurriel behind a ball and 2 strikes.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. There's a look at the inning-by-inning recap. 7-1 our score as we play the 8th inning of this one. At the plate, Brian McCann. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. That misses. 2-0. The 2-0 is in there for strike 1.
You know, he fell behind 2-0, Matty, but he battled right there and got right back in this count. An aggressive fastball, middle of the zone.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. One out, nobody on. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance at this.
Boy, there's no doubt about it right now. And what makes it easier, too, from a manager's standpoint right now, you could probably just go to one guy in the bullpen to finish this game. A terrific job, 7 2/3 up to this point.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll post into second here with a 2-out double.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Standing in now, Curtis Schmidt. As he'll take a look at his strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Popped him up. Number 3 in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. One left for Houston. They're down 7-1. Michael Feliz enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Michael Feliz.
Coming to the plate now, number 30, 0 for 2 with a sacrifice thus far.
First baseman, number 30.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Now a slider misses, and that pushes the count to 3-1. Here it is on 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And this is taken here for ball 4. So the leadoff man's on base to kick off the home 8th.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close, so I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Now at the plate, David Lee. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 home. Takes this the other way to right. Patrick is there to put it away for out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Carlos Ruiz.
Here's the catcher, Carlos Ruiz. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball just a bit up. Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Runners on first with 1 down. Popped up. Gurriel is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Up next for Seattle, designated hitter, Nelson Cruz.
Striding forward now is the DH, Nelson Cruz. He's set, and the pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Two out with the man at first. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2. throw over to the bag, and he'll be back in standing up. Three and one now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he was staring at his last at bat right there, or probably his last at bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never. And I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game. So if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Cano waiting on the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Slider, and it's off his glove, and it bounces away. Throw to the plate. And the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. One left for Seattle. They're on top 7-1. Ready to start the 9th as we get a stunning shot there of the Seattle skyline on a great night for baseball. Casey Fien comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Striding in, Jose Altuve. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Jose Altuve.
Now here's the pitch. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Ripped down the first base line. And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, it looked like the pitcher was trying to get him to go fishing in a pitch out of the strike zone. He went for it all right, but he managed to catch all of that baseball, lacing it for a double in the outfield. That's a great piece of hitting.
Here's Carlos Correa now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. In previous meetings with Casey Fine, he's done well, 6 for 13. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees. Fien, 33 years old. He's a 9-year major league vet. Now the 2-0 home. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
It was obvious when the count ran to 2-0 that they were not going to give this guy anything to hit. Sometimes you have to pick your battles, and they're going to try their luck with the next hitter.
Here's George Springer. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Altuve at second. Correa on at first with nobody out. And there's ball one. Off his second is Altuve. Now the pitch. And he misses 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. First and second here with nobody out. And he lays off there, ball four. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with two men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Digging in the switch hitter, Miguel Patrick. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
As a look, now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Line to the right side. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
Edwin Diaz answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one. As Drupal Cabrera will be the first to greet him here, as he'll do so with runners at the corners and only 1 out. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Cabrera carries a batting line little over the 260 mark. And ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Soft liner towards center. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
The catcher, number 17, Brian
Paul Lee takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Mariners, number 15, Paul Lee.
Brian McCann will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Hoping to limit the damage. Here's the pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
Pretty late with the swing there. As a pitcher, you have to recognize that and keep coming in with the hard stuff until he proves he can hit it.
Last strike now for Houston. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them. So they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now. And they're making it look awfully easy, too.
And tonight's final, 7-3. The M's jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Randy Johnson notches his 3rd win of the year, picking up 11 strikeouts along the way. Charlie Morton permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 7 runs on 12 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Astros, 3 runs, 6 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 17 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Brom Way, and Edgar Martinez Drive.